Good morning. It's February 2nd. I'm actually a day late in updating everyone on my goals. So what I like to do every month is to look at where I am based on my goals that I set. So for the year, in January, I sat down at the very beginning of the month and I said, this is what I want to accomplish this year. And so it's funny because I got a new book out and I wrote them down on the first page of the book. Well, actually the first page was what I accomplished in 2017, because I think it's really important to look back and to look at your successes. And then I put down what I wanted to accomplish in 2018, and I can't find that book. Thank God for social media, because I have them on my phone. I shared them with my group that I'm in. So there's 8 of them. So I wanted to just tell you where I am, and I'm really happy because when you track and when you every month you get down, I always do like a midpoint to a mid-month, where am I tracking to where I should be by the end of the month. So it's always a really good thing to do if you want to move forward and progress. So if you want to hear where I am, I'm so excited because I'm doing really well. You know, a lot of people, they fall off by the end of January and they kind of are then lost, and then they forget all their goals and they think, oh, well, I'm not going to reach them. So if you need any help with that, then just reach out to me, because I love this, and I'm also a kind of a to-do list kind of person, so I like to check things off. All right, so my first goal was to read 25 books this year. So I read 1 in January. My goal is to read 2. So I am reading the second one, but the second one is really thick. So I might find a short book to read and get through. So I basically need to read 3 books in February to catch up. So that's probably one that I'm a little behind on. The next, number 2, is complete 4 fitness programs. So I figured most fitness programs are between 30 and 90 days. Most aren't, that I do, and most aren't 90. This day and age, most of them are shorter. And so I thought 4 would be easy, because 4 is there's 4 quarters in a year, which is 90 days. So I thought, okay. And I started the year doing an 80-day challenge, a workout. But what happened was I got asked to be in a test group, which is amazing. So when you get asked to be in a test group, it's something you never say no to, because I get to be a part of a brand new program that hasn't launched yet. And so I just started that this week. So in fact, we had our first live video webinar about it yesterday. So I'm super excited because I can be one of the people that really is in the advertisements and says these are the results. So while I was on track for my goal, I'm still on track for my goal, because I'm gonna this is just February. So this test group's gonna be over at the end of February, and then I can start another one. So I'll be done with the one at the end of February. All right, so number 3, accomplish 12 big joys. So I was thinking of, I read this book called The Desire Map, and they talk about doing things that bring you joy, set goals that bring you joy and make you feel happy. And there's a workbook that takes you through how to figure that out. And I really liked that. And so so I made that one of my goals, is to have do something new that's very joyful for me every month, because we often don't put ourselves first. We put ourselves last on the list. And so actually when I was reviewing my goals, I thought, well, this is one that I didn't really do. And isn't that funny how I do the other stuff, but why aren't I a priority? So it was really funny, because I actually realized I did complete a joy, and that is I joined a new Meetup group. It's a foodie group here in Charlottesville, where I live, and it's a bunch of people who get together at least once a month and go out to eat together. It's kind of a social group. They love food, they love wine, they like to do stuff together. So I did that. I went out once so far, but anyways, I'm really excited about that. So I consider that one of my joys, because it's something new I'm doing and it brings me joy. So that's accomplished. Number 4, hold 12 webinars. So I have that I'm really glad that I'm reviewing my goals, because I haven't scheduled a webinar for this month. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do and when I'm going to have that webinar. So, but I did one in January, so that's checked off. But I did it early January, so I need to do one in February. Gained 300 new customers. So I figured out that I added 26 customers. So my goal was 25 a month. So I'm super excited because, you know, I'm tracking on that goal. All right. Save $500 a month. This is an important one because last year for me, I struggled a lot financially. My mother is in assisted living and her income is not covering her expenses. She's like $1,000 short every month. And then I own still a very large house with my ex-husband that we're trying to sell, and it's costing, you know, it's a big expense for us. So, you know, so I was a little stressed out last year and I couldn't save money last year. And so this year I have on my goal list is to save $500 a month. And so I'm happy to report I did that, check that off in January. I also want to start donating money. I want to donate 20% of what I earn or what I you know, the 10%. Well, I think it's 10. They say 10, you should do 10, but I was going to do 20. So if I save $500, then I want to donate 20% of that. So I did that yesterday. I donated to St. Jude's Hospital, which is like one of my favorite charities to donate to because I think there's nothing better than helping to save the life of a child. And so that made me feel really good. So I set up an auto pay and I'm going to be doing that every month. And then the last item, number 8, was to complete 12 home projects. So the goal there is to do something once a month, to do a home project once a month. So I think my husband would have liked me to do something more than just what I did. But what I'm classifying as a home project is taking my Christmas tree down. And my village is still up actually, so that'll have to go in February. But I'm going to do another home project. So taking down Christmas decorations is a chore, and so that was my home project. And I'm going to do some this month. I'm going to do some closet cleaning, some purging. So I have some drawers. Like I have so many T-shirts, and some of them like are too tight and don't fit, and I'm like, I don't really like tight shirts. So I need to get rid of all that stuff. So going through February is going to be going through and purging some of my drawers, stuff I don't wear. And he wants me to do the pantry too. Maybe I'll get the pantry done. There's a lot of, you know, that stuff. Like you look at the dates on some of that stuff in there. It's like 2015, and it's like, what the hell? I think this can go in the garbage, but you know, the stuff gets in the pantry and it gets in the back and you just like forget about it. So that is my goal list. And so I'm really excited. There's nothing like looking at the goals you set for the month at the end of the month and realizing I've done pretty damn good. So I encourage you to do that. It's February 2nd. It's not too late to sit down and see, what do I want to accomplish in February? You know, even if it's 4 or 5 things, write them down. And then mid-month, Valentine's Day, look at it and say, where am I? Valentine's Day is the halfway point of the month, right? Because we only have 28 days. Now it's my birthday. So it's a very special day. But anyway, so February is going to be a great month, and I'm going to stay like on track with my 2018 goals. And hi, Penny. Hi, Marion. So anyways, I'm done now, and I have to move on and get my workout done and get to work and finish my Friday. All right, so have a great weekend. And this is the question of the weekend. Who are you rooting for, if anyone, in the Super Bowl? Because if you're anything like me, you don't want either team to win, but somebody has to win. So who will it be? Will it be the Patriots, who have won so friggin' many Super Bowls they shouldn't even win another one? It's not fair, right? And the Eagles, who are like the worst. I'm sorry if you're an Eagles fan. Most Eagles fans are not nice fans, and they also are our conference like nemesis. I mean, they play my favorite team, the Redskins, and so like I never want them to win. and quite possibly I'll be rooting for them in the Super Bowl because they've never won a Super Bowl, and I like the underdogs, right? So I like to know who are you rooting for? And I wish somebody else was in there, but it is what it is. Maybe it's Philadelphia's year, so maybe it'll shut those fans up for a while. Anyways, all right. Nobody. Yeah, Penny, you're like me. All right. Okay. Bye. Mwah.